Hi, my name is Asha Gomez. Welcome to my kitchen. I have decided to put together a short series of videos of me cooking in the kitchen, making dishes from my book, My Two Souths. So I hope you enjoy this series that we have put together for you. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make a chicken and rice dish. I'm going to call it the fancy weeknight chicken and rice dish. It's a perfect dish for busy moms and dads who like to get in the kitchen and cook. From a cultural perspective, I think every culture has that one pot wonder, which is a chicken and rice dish. Anytime you're cooking with rice, you need a pot that has a lid. I'm going to use a nice enameled cast iron. I'm heating it up right now. You can put it on a high flame. I need a couple of tablespoons of clarified butter in there, because butter makes everything better. I'm going to let that melt down just a second, and then I'm going to add my onions. I want my onions to get a nice golden brown. I want that caramelization because it adds so much to this dish. Look at that. Look at that ghee as it's melting down. And if you were here right now, it's that nutty flavor of, clarified butter that's just, that scent is so beautiful. So we're going to put our onions in there. And I don't want to add my garlic till the onions are nice and golden brown, because I don't want, the garlic tends to burn easily. So you want to just add that when these are nice and golden brown. But when you put your onions in, you can go ahead and put your star anise in. I'm going to put about 3 star anise. And I'm going to take about 6 cloves of cardamom pods. I think cardamom is so readily available these days. Almost every grocery store carries it. I've seen it at Whole Foods, I've seen it at Kroger, DeKalb Farmers Market has it. If you can source it, then you'll get it on Amazon as well. I'm someone who likes to grind my spices fresh. I have my mortar and pestle here. I'm just going to crack open those pods to get the seeds out, and I'm gonna drop that in there. I mean, just the scent of cardamom, it's so beautiful. I mean, I literally just crushing it, I could just, the aroma is amazing. And so my onions, as you can tell, are getting nice and caramelized and golden brown. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my turmeric. The turmeric really is that it's going to give the dish this vibrant, gorgeous color. Usually people would use saffron in this dish, but for a weeknight dish, I didn't want to use such an expensive ingredient. This is going to be just as beautiful to look at and taste delicious. At that point, I'm going to add my garlic. I'll let that garlic heat through. I don't need it to get golden brown, just kind of heat through. I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken in there. And it's chicken breast, so it's going to cook up really, really fast. If you want at this point, go ahead and lower the flame. I'm going to lower it ever so slightly, down to like a medium. It already smells wonderful in here. Get that chicken nice and coated. Put that turmeric and onion and garlic and those spices that we put in there. I'm going to add some salt to taste. Salt is such a personal, palate thing. I'm going to be a little generous because I know that I'm going to be adding rice to it. And depending on what type of stock you're using, if you're using chicken stock that's not salted, then of course you're going to have to go heavier on the salt. But if you're using a salted broth, then, go light on the salt. This is looking great. I am going to go ahead and put 1.5 cups of rice in here. Get that rice nicely coated with that clarified butter. I mean, it already looks so beautiful. Wait till you see when we're done with it, when we garnish it with the apricots. The other thing to do is also, you could finish it with some fresh herbs, maybe cilantro or parsley. It's always so nice to finish any dish with a fresh herb. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my broth in. I have about 2.5 cups of chicken broth. I mean, literally, you come home and you can make this dish for your family in less than half an hour. Everybody can sit and have a fantastic meal. Make a side salad or saute some green beans on the side, and it's a complete meal. So as soon as you see that the liquid is come to a boil, you're gonna go ahead and put the lid on and put it on the lowest flame possible for exactly 12 minutes. Now, once the 12 minutes are up, you are not going to open the lid. Just turn the flame off because you want the rest of that time for the steam to finish cooking the rice. Okay, so that's very, very important. So for our garnish, when our chicken and rice is done, I have some fresh cilantro that I kind of plucked off a little bit of the stem and kept the leaves. I have dried apricots. You can find dried apricots almost anywhere these days. This is just from my local market. I stack them up like this and slice them. You know, that sweetness with savory dishes, it's just such a great touch. I love dishes that have savory dishes that have a component of slight sweetness to it. Especially with rice dishes. Now if you can't find apricots and you have dried cranberries, feel free to use dried cranberries. Do you have golden raisins, or you have currants sitting in your pantry? Any kind of sweet dried fruit is going to be delicious with it. If pomegranate is in season, you can, crack open a pomegranate and use fresh pomegranate seeds. It's gonna look so pretty with specks of red on it. So as far as the garnish is concerned, there's really very many options. You can use cashew nuts, you can use pistachio, get creative. We'll wait for that chicken to be ready now. So it's been about 12 minutes. I'm turned off the flame. I let it sit for a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes or so that the steam kind of fluffs up all that rice. And dinner is ready. Let's take a look. Look at that. Just look at that. That's just beautiful. So now we're gonna garnish this dish. I'm gonna take my almonds and put some sliced almonds right up top. And some apricots. I mean, you kids are gonna love this, by the way. My son absolutely loves when I make this dish. And I have some sprigs of cilantro that I'm gonna put up here. And dinner is served. I hope you enjoy cooking this dish in your kitchen.